Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine. My channel is KWSHOPS and I work in the luxury resale industry. Today is going to be my no-buy list for the foreseeable future. I want to say upcoming year. I don't want to give this like a set deadline for when I'm allowed to go back and like start purchasing things again. This is just kind of something I'm working on. This is just kind of a pause and a reassessment for my current collection. So as you may have noticed, it has been like haul city over here at KWSHOPS, and it is high time that I go sit down somewhere. So periodically I do think that it is really important to do things like this, to just go cold turkey, not purchase anything, so that way you really can get like a sense of like what is and is not working in your collection and act accordingly. If you're constantly bringing in new things every day, every week, every month, not only are you going to be accumulating a lot of just potentially a lot of things that you may not be using, you may tend to forget about other pieces in your wardrobe that may be sitting and collecting dust. So with that said, I'm gonna get started with my list. If you have anything that you are on a no buy from for this year, this month, this quarter, etc., definitely leave me a comment down below. We are in it with you. And I do want to acknowledge that it's totally cool if you are not on a no buy, if you are still spending, because you know it took me a couple of years just to actually build the collection that I have today, and I am very much enjoying it and have honestly very few regrets. So spend if you want to spend, obviously within your means, but also know when it's time to cut yourself off. So first things first, I'm cut off from small leather goods. I feel like this is enough. First and foremost, I've told you guys many times, I don't really change out of my wallet. This is the wallet that I use. This is the Louis Vuitton Rabat Clay. You know it, you've seen it, you probably love it too. This is the best wallet I think has ever been created in the entire existence of currency. And as a backup, I do also have this one. Both of these are from Louis Vuitton, and I am going to ride these until the brakes fall off, or whatever the saying is. That's it. And honestly, once I got this one back into my collection and once I got my car, this has been my go-to. This is my daily wallet, and if necessary, I will change into the card holder that comes with this. Now, with these three pieces, I am all set for wallets. I don't need to have a collection of card holders. I don't change things out to match with my interior aesthetic of my handbags. That's how I would lose my stuff. Like, I'm so glad, and I feel so incredibly fortunate that I bought this at the time when I did. I got this, and I want to say around 2016 when it retailed for $310. This has more than doubled in price. I guess, what is that, like five or so years. These are I want to say are now $790, and it's just like, don't get me wrong, I love this. I would be devastated to be without it, but this is not $800 worth of small leather good, you know what I mean? Another important thing too that I want to mention is, like, you know, post-COVID and like carrying hand sanitizers and all kinds of other things, I don't necessarily trust carrying stuff like that inside of like my nice designer goods. So I've always had these little like plastic pouches in my collection, and they are great. They're inexpensive. You can find them on Amazon. I'll link them down below. They come in like a pack of like 6 in different sizes, great for travel. And I just think that these do the job so well. While these are fun, definitely bring a little bit of like luxury into whatever handbag I'm carrying, I find that honestly this is a lot less like necessary than I feel like it has been for me in the past. Don't get me wrong, I'm not selling it, it's not going anywhere, and I do use it and carry it every single day, but small leather goods, for the time being, I'm all set. Next up, I'm going to include scarves. I have like a couple of scarves, and I just have to remember that like I literally only use scarves when I'm on an airplane, and I have 2 perfect scarves for that occasion. I have a winter scarf when I'm going to a winter place during the winter months, and I have my little like lightweight summer scarf for traveling on airplanes. And other than that, I'm set. I'm all set. I find that that a lot of the time scarves are something that are more on the affordable side. You can find really nice silk ones from Hermes for like around $300 to $400 depending, and yeah, they're relatively easy to buy. They don't hurt the pockets so badly, but what are you actually doing with them? So as far as silk scarves go, I don't really wear them. I know that you can like make them into a top or whatever, but so that can be achieved with like much less expensive scarves. And I'm definitely not going to be using them in my hair because of all the products, etc., that I put in them. So scarves are out for me. I'm not even going to be searching for them anymore. Okay, this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold myself to, if I'm being completely honest. The next item on my no buy list, no more bags. No more bags for like, I don't even know. I want to say 3 months. I want to say maybe 6 months. We're going to feel it out. I'm not going to give myself a hard deadline. And obviously it will end once you see that I bought a new bag. But I've had 3 come in the past month, 4 if you want to count my birthday present, my birthday present up here, the Goyard, that I love and carry every day. I'm at a place where I love absolutely everything that I have, and I need nothing. I have so many, and I have a couple that I am considering parting ways with. We'll see on that front. I'm not going to hold myself to that, but I just feel like I have so much, and I use just a couple of pieces actually in my everyday life. That is because, you know, some lifestyle changes. I don't have so much of a social life, which probably sounds weird hearing that I live in Miami, but that's just the fact of the matter, at least for the time being. And I'm not using my little clutches and evening bags and stuff. Like, I go to work and I come home. So I use my work bags a lot, and that's pretty much it. But I just feel like I am shopping compulsively. Not compulsively, I'm just pretty much buying stuff just to buy it. And that's kind of where I find myself in the moment, and it's something that I need a course correction on. But I bought a lot of bags last year that completely did not suit me. I will leave my 2022 purchases video somewhere down below in the comments. I haven't made it a secret. I haven't been loving the current trends. I haven't been loving the resurgence of the 90s, yada yada. But I really found that last year I was trying to like psych myself into things that I know I don't like. Like, these things are not cheap. I don't know exactly how to say this, but the amount of money that these bags cost used to feel a lot differently, like for me to part ways with, than it currently does. I guess like I'm more used to the concept of spending $1,000, let's say, as a round figure on a handbag. And so the pricing of the bags used to feel like kind of a built-in barrier to like stop me from making new purchases, and I just feel like that barrier doesn't feel as far away as it used to, which is why, especially with some certain bags that are like under that price, it can sometimes feel like less of a cataclysmic event when I part with that much money for a handbag. And we're still talking about like 300 here, 400 there, 700 here. Like, next up on my list, hard out, I'm tapping out. Chanel, no more Chanel. We've talked about price increases. We've talked about how just ridiculously unattainable they can be. But for me, I feel like I just engage with it too much, and it's become way too normal, and it doesn't feel like special to me anymore. I'm kind of put off by how highly coveted Chanel bags are by others. And I don't know how not to sound like a snooty ass saying that. I am very over it, especially like, and there's been some like new 2023 items that I've just seen the quality on them is so shoddy. It's so expensive, and it's just like, I don't know, it almost like makes my stomach turn with how, you know, people are only fixated on 1 or 2 things at a time. And I just used to find so much more enjoyment when things were unique, things were quirky and off kilter, and you didn't have like this, and everyone wasn't wearing like the same thing out there all the time. So I've realized that you know, the aesthetics of Chanel are just not for me, and that's okay. I really find that what fits with me and my vibe and my look and my taste a lot more are brands like Fendi, brands like Givenchy. I love vintage Gucci. That's my jam, that's my lane, that's where I'm gonna stay, and it doesn't hurt that the price is a lot friendlier too. If you've been paying attention, then this is of no surprise to you. Designer shoes are just really no longer even motivating for me anymore, and that really, really makes me sad. I mentioned, you know, somewhat of a lifestyle shift, social life not exactly popping off at the moment, and I have nowhere to go. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have a shelf here and another shelf there that you probably can't see. I have so many heels, so many designer shoes. I will say though that it is very important to me that they were purchased pre-loved. With very, very few exceptions, did I purchase any of them brand new from the store. But like, I don't know how else to say it, but designer shoes are just so not worth the money. They just aren't. Surest way to light money on fire, in my opinion, is buying designer shoes. Not only is it not worth the money, but a lot of the styles to me are just fully at this point like laughable. That's not to say that I will never buy shoes again from the resale market as I clearly have in the past, but it's gonna take something really, really special for me to like drop more than like, I don't know, 150 bucks. To be very honest. Like, they don't even like quicken my pulse anymore. I know a lot of people are in this camp. I am not in this camp. I love heels. I can still walk in them. I can imagine a night out in them. I just don't have any nights out anywhere. You know, to be very honest, like a lot of the more affordable brands do a fine job, relatively speaking, at making a quality product. And even like Steve Madden, honestly, a lot of like brands like Steve Madden want like 120 bucks themselves. So I just feel like there isn't enough of a difference in quality between like Steve Madden tier and like Chanel, Bottega, Louis Vuitton tier. They don't even quicken my pulse. The allure for me is all but gone. So this one is not going to be so difficult, and I would love nothing more than to get back into wearing the shoes that I have on my shelf currently. This is one I don't know how much of it I'm going to actually cover here, but with clothing, like I'm sort of in a weird place. As you can tell, clearly something is like happening with me up here. Post-COVID, like a lot of us put on a little bit of weight, and you know, a lot of the clothing that I used to have like just isn't fitting the way it used to. And now, okay, I don't want this to be like a whole like, you know, body image issue thing. I assure you I'm okay on this front, but physically and mathematically, the things that I used to wear are not things that I'm currently really able to wear. Like, to be very honest, like it was easier for me to get excited about clothing when I felt comfortable in a crop top, and that's just not where we're at the moment. Yeah, like I am not getting excited about clothing and fashion and outfits in quite the way that I used to. And what I tried to do last year was shop my way through that problem by just like continuously buying things, thinking that like I'd be able to rekindle that flame. And as we can see, it didn't work. I felt like all it did was clutter my closet with more things that, you know, didn't fit, didn't love, and compounded with the fact that, where am I going? There's also the practical question of, am I in a place where am I gonna lose the weight to get back into the clothes? That kind of at this point are a little bit dated, if I'm being very honest with myself. Or am I going to like rebuild my entire wardrobe for this body at this size? And obviously, I've said this many times before, I don't like anything. In the meantime, yes, I do still have to dress myself daily. This has been a long time that I felt this way, but like nothing is just really jumping off the page to me when it comes to fashion and style. I'm not really living the type of lifestyle, I guess, that would require, or really even be very appropriate for me to wear a lot of the things that I used to wear, or a lot of the things that I used to like draw my eye towards. And I don't know, yeah. We're gonna pick me up off the therapy couch and move on to the next point. This one you guys are gonna find really random, not related to fashion, what I usually talk about at all, but no buy list. Any more of these Starbucks water bottles? I have an entire collection. I think I have like 12, and while I don't regret that I purchased a single solitary one of them, I will say that owning all of these does make drinking water a lot more fun than it used to be. I also carry around a little lemon or lime squeeze. That helps too. But the amount of water that I drink on a normal day has, I don't even know, like doubled, tripled, quadrupled. It's so much more because this actually makes it convenient and it's like an accessory. So I do recommend purchasing these, but what I find is that like, I think I have a compulsive collection like thing, and I wasn't collecting the things that I used to collect, so I channeled that energy into something else. The crown jewel, however, of my Starbucks water bottle collection is this one. This is the Christmas one from 2022, shiny gold. I love it. Now that I have this, I can rest assured that my collection is complete. I have about 12. I don't need the 13th. This is enough. So this year, and again, the foreseeable future, I really want this to be the year that like I accept who I am, what I like, for what it is. I tried to branch out of my comfort zone, and I think that honestly, like getting out of your comfort zone in certain respects, like isn't all it's cracked up to be. I think that some comfort zones are okay. Specifically what I'm talking about now is just accepting the fact that I don't like color. I don't like to wear color. Color is not my jam. Number one, neutrals are easier to wear. They're easier to pair with other things. I find that there's so much more versatility, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't feel like me when I'm like super colorful, bold print, whatever. I just feel like it gives like a certain, I don't know, like it puts a microscope on your outfit, for me at least, to wear color. I feel like, oh, that's the orange dress. Oh, there's the orange dress again. Oh, there goes that orange dress. So in the future, if I do want to experiment with more color, I think I would solicit services like Rent the Runway or things like that, just to keep like, just to be able to have somewhat of like a rotating collection of new things in a sustainable way. But as far as trying to like get out and be like more daring and adventurous with color, like I tried that and it's just not me, and that's okay. Now I don't think that like I'm just gonna have a completely no buy year or time. I am still going to just periodically add to my wardrobe and add to my collection as I happen upon stuff that I like in the coming months. But I do have to say that like the amount of things that I need to have, the amount of things that I'm going to use, and the amount of things that I like is just so like just dwindled down to like nothing, honestly. So rather than doing what I did last year and trying to like set money on fire to rekindle a past love, I'm just going to let the money sit. Also, yes, of course, we have some financial goals over here for the year, but I am so good with my collection, with my bag collection being what it is right now. I'm so probably over good in my shoes, and the clothing, TBD. So I hope that this video was useful. If you are on any sort of no buy for the foreseeable future, let me know and we can support each other in the comments down below. And by the way, this channel is KW Shops. I'm still shopping with my eyeballs. I'm keeping my feelers out for you guys, because just because I sat on eBay and Fashion File and etc. For the past 7 years losing my mind doesn't mean that you did, and you may still need stuff. So we are gonna continue to do shopping content, but just know that like you don't have to constantly be out here spending money, I guess. If you think that it is worthy of $800 to have this mini pochette, then you know what, I really hope you get one. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below if you have any suggestions for future content. I work in the resale market and my earring just fell out. That was very annoying. Okay, well, comment below if you'd like to see anything else, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.